Hi, I'm Stephanie Sahano from Sacred Self Healing, and today the daily painting that I'm going to do is a walk down memory lane. I'm a person who is so fortunate that I have some friends that I've known for more than 20 years, some more than 30 years, and today I was having a regular video chat with one of my friends that I've known since probably 2001 or 2002. And we were looking at old photos of me and my daughter when she was little, and me when I was as young as 15, um, and through my early adulthood. And so it was interesting to have conversations about what was going on at that time and what it was like to be a parent, a new parent, and have a new baby. And some of the pictures were when she was 10 days old. Some were when she was a toddler. It was very cute, and I really enjoyed reminiscing about the times that we had back then. So I thought I'd do the painting about that today. I'm going to quickly write the sign, which is called Memory Lane. And now I'll put it back in the proper orientation for viewing. So this is me and a friend. Oh, this pen is not working. I'm going to try a different pen. No worries, this one works. So this is me and my friend walking down memory lane as we were looking at all those photos of me in my youth, even well before I knew this person. My friend is a very tall person, and I am very much not a tall person. So you may notice there's a pretty big height difference between us. That's what that's about. Here I'm going to start off with inking him. He's one of the happiest, most stable people I know, and for many years he's been like a rock for me. Seen me through some hard time, trusted me to be able to make it through those hard times when I doubted myself. But he knew that I had it in me, and for that I'm really grateful. This is my arm around his back, and this arm is his arm around my back. And let me tell you, he's had my back in more ways than I could even enumerate. I feel like he was the first person who I had a stable friendship with that allowed me to have some friendship stable enough to be able to have healing occur. I'm so grateful for all that all the ways he's supported me and all that he's taught me. Let's see, so that's his back leg, and then my back leg, my front leg, and his front leg. You can see he's a very tall person. And I'm very much not a tall person. Right. And not only is he a tall person, but he's a really big, major character in my life. When I was having some of the hardest times of my life, he was there for me, stood by me, listened to me, problem solved with me. He's actually the one who taught me how to hug, and I'm a good hugger now because he taught me. Just getting rid of the eraser dust. And now for the fun part, the painting. I hope that you have somebody in your life who can be there for you, hard times and good times, provide support. And I hope that you have people that you can offer that to also. I'm lucky enough to have the opportunity to offer support to lots of people through my work and through my leisure activities. Let's see, he's a little bit more pink cheeked than me. I'm going to add a little bit of red to this color for for his skin. More of that paint over there. Oh, and I just noticed that I did his arm wrong. No worries. His wrist is not connecting to his hand. Simple fix. We're just gonna change it like that and not worry about it. Oh, no, okay. That's another mistake that I just made because that one is my arm and we need to give his arm a place to be up here. Okay, now it's very confusing and the story is still clear enough that I'm not going to worry about it. Let's see. He usually wears black shoes, so I'll give him black shoes. And he wears more muted tones. So I have this color of blue that I've mixed up that will be for his shirt. Ooh, that's a really beautiful blue. And then we'll add some dark pants for him as well. All right, and then we'll use Payne's Gray for his hair because he's got mostly very dark hair, but a little bit graying. I have to say I'm really grateful to be able to do video chat with people. That way we can spend our time video chatting and not traveling to see each other. We don't live near each other, probably about an hour away from one another. And I would be willing to do it, but it's exhausting to me. And I'd rather spend the time that I have available actually being in connection with them than driving to and from. There he is. Okay. My beloved friend. Okay, so now I'm going to do my hair next. We'll see if it's all too wet to do my hair. We might get a lot of blooming. We'll see. I worked in hospice for many years, and the conclusion I came to after working in hospice is it doesn't matter what's in the room with you when you die. It only matters who's in the room with you when you die. And so it's not worthwhile to invest in acquiring material possessions. It's more important to invest one's energy in maintaining and developing healthy relationships. And here's a person who really helped me to figure out what healthy relationships could look like. He set the bar so high that now I won't become very close with somebody who's not at least as respectful as him. And anybody that I let into my life has to be at least, like, he sets a good example for what is a worthwhile person for me to have in my life and what is not. All right, so then my pink cheek, his pink cheek. And I think I'm going to work on the sign for a moment while I let my heart dry before I put my clothes on, before I paint my clothes. Some parts of memory lane are very pleasant, and some parts of memory lane have a lot of unpleasant aspects to them. The part that we did today happened to be really pleasant and wonderful. Looking at photos from when my daughter was little, and I always love looking at photos of my daughter at any age. That wasn't all we talked about on our video chat, but that was the thing that I decided would make a good painting and give me the opportunity to talk about my relationship with him and how much I value my friendships. I have a lot of really good friends. Sometimes I think I'm the luckiest person in the world because I have so many really loving, really respectful friendships. I'm so lucky. Let's see. Let's make the sign for memory lane be out of wood. So I've mentioned in previous videos that my life has been very challenging, and some of the most challenging parts this friend was there with me for. I have a lot of friends that saw me through this hard time, and some of my friends have a sort of secondary trauma syndrome from being with me through those hard times, and I wish that didn't happen to them, but it did, and they love me anyway. All right, so in the area where I live, the signs are green. So I'm going to make memory lane a green sign. But I think I'm going to do it like a thought bubble or a speech bubble. So darker on the edge and then lighter in the middle. As I paint this painting, the song that's going through my head is a song called Strongest Medicine. And one of the lyrics is, "Love is the strongest medicine I know." And I think that is a very accurate line. I'm not surprised I'm thinking about it during this painting. I need a different shape paintbrush for this. One that has better water coverage. Mm, that one has purple water in it. Not going to use that one. That's better. All right. That's what I wanted to happen. I don't know if you're familiar with this, but when I was a kid, there were these little booklets where you could add water to the pages and they would there were little tiny dots of what I now know were watercolor paint, and you added water, like you touched them with a wet paintbrush, and they created the color, and you could paint with it. And I feel like that's what I do when I do an outline in a intense color and then add water to it. Reminds me of that. All right. Let's see if that's dry enough yet. Still looking pretty wet. I will do my shoes. Alrighty, now let's see if we can safely do my shirt. And if I get a little blooming, I don't mind it. I think the blooms are beautiful. Okay, last thing I have to do is the bottom part of my outfit. Well, I guess I could do the street memory lane. What color would memory lane be? Kind of a rainbow of colors because we covered all manner of things. Yeah, we can do memory lane. I think what I'm going to do is use a color that is like a path through the woods, and then I'll add other colors to it to represent some of the memories. So let's add a little bit of yellow, bright yellow for some of the bright and happy times. And maybe some blue for some sad times. We won't put in too many of those, just the occasional ones. And maybe some orange. Don't know what orange represents. Fun times, maybe. He and I played games together a lot throughout our decades. I can say that decades of knowing each other. He might be the person I played games with the most. We used to play Quiddler, which is one of my favorite games. It's the short word game. And he's really good at it. I was really good at it. And at the end, we would do what we called the mega hand of 20. And we would, normally you go up to 10 cards in a hand, and we would then deal a hand of 20 cards at the end. and just see if we could make it work out. And we always could, and we helped each other. One thing about my family is that we tend to convert games from competitive to cooperative. I'm not much of a competitive person, but I do like to see everyone happy, and I think that most situations there's a way to find a win-win. And so we even did that with card games, board games, word games. We would just help each other be successful. I loved thinking like that and working like that. Okay, what other color? Oh, there should be some purple, shouldn't there? Purple to represent beauty, maybe? I'm putting the purple around the blue because although there was sadness, I always learned something from the hard times, the sad times. And so that would make those things beautiful if I learned something. So I'll put purple around the sad times. We met dancing, and when we were younger, we used to like to dance together a lot. We'd always reserve a dance for each other at some point during every dance that we were both at. He met his wife dancing. We met her at pretty much the same time, I think. She's also lovely. And I feel really lucky that they found each other. They're such a good match. All right. Just make it blend a little bit more. Oh, I just noticed that here is a section that looks like the colors of my comfort zone, pink and orange together. There are parts of my memory lane that are indeed my comfort zone. Parts are not, but parts definitely are. And the memories all blend together, moods blend together. Some of the sadder times are softened over time. And some of the sadder and scarier things were softened by just having friends like this with me at the time. I don't know how to made it through without them. Right, that's probably enough. All right, so now one thing that I've been forgetting to say is that you can find my work on my website. You can find other images and also my books on my website at www.sacred-self.com. And that's what the little slide at the end of this video is about. It's the contact details for how you could reach me. And I'm available for coaching and breath work and also doodle portraits. I do a portrait consultation where we talk for a little while and you tell me what you'd like a painting of, and then I can do a painting, a custom painting of whatever it is that you're interested in. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.